rockin' with Streetz 99.3. We going live with my girl Christine B. On the She See It show, getting all the tea. So gonna tune in to Streetz 99.3.
What's up? It's your girl Christine B with Streetz 99.3 on the She See It show. Today I have Tamara. She is a licensed financial broker educating our community on infinite banking concepts, tax-free retirement strategies, and how to increase cash flow. It's her belief that financial freedom is for everyone. So how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm pretty good. So just tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, okay, my name is Tamara, mother of two. I'm an Army veteran. I've been in the financial services industry for the last 2 years, and it's been really life-changing. I've always, in the past I have struggled on, with finances, budgeting, things like that, and this opportunity, like all of us, right? But this opportunity just kind of fell in my lap, and it just made so much sense, and this is something our community needs to know about. So I'm really blessed and just humbled to be here to share this information.
Okay. Just tell me a little bit about family and infinite banking.
So family infinite banking is one in one. But if you think about someone becoming their own bank, what's your name? Last name, Christine?
Black.
So wouldn't it be awesome to have the Bank of Black instead of going to a Bank of America for your financial needs?
Oh my gosh, yep, you sure right.
Exactly.
You're right.
Yes. And so infinite banking concepts really help families and households become their own banks. It cuts out the middleman. So when you have those big purchases or need emergency funds to take care of unexpected things, you're able to do so without having to be financed by an outside source.
Oh wow, that's interesting. I want a bank now.
Yes.
Thank you for the idea. Okay, now let's switch it to like tax-free retirement. Give me some information about that.
Okay, so if you've been paying attention to the market, it has been crazy, right?
Yes.
And so we are experiencing a huge wealth transfer. A lot of our baby boomers, they're retiring. They're looking to sit down, but unfortunately, their nest eggs, those 401ks, they have been dropping and tanking. So what do they have to do? Go back to work, right? So we want to make sure that people are aware that you can have a tax-free retirement. You don't have to give the government your money. You don't have to play in the stock market. It would be awesome to be able to be in the stock market but never lose money, right?
Right.
And there is a way to do that, but people don't know about it.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe you gotta teach me about it.
Yes.
You teach me, I need help. Okay. What influenced you to take this path and like doing all this research?
Because I was tired of being tired. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired, right? And like I said, I was in the process of trying to figure out, okay, how can I make a more stable environment for myself, for my children, and the opportunity just fell in my lap. I was literally grocery shopping. Someone came up to me, handed me a flyer for debt elimination. I had already done some Dave Ramsey courses. So I was like, okay, why not? And I just went and I fell in love with everything I heard. It was like the icing on the cake after taking those Dave Ramsey courses, right?
Okay.
And so that's what led me to be more involved. I started out as a client myself, creating my own family bank for me and my two children. And I was told there's a way to make money by sharing this opportunity. So why not? I got licensed. I'm licensed now in about 7 different states.
Ooh, congratulations.
Yes. Thank you. The goal is to be licensed in all 50, so I am expanding. But that's what led me to do it, because I was tired and I want to create generational wealth.
Oh yes, and that's what we don't really know a lot about, and we need people like you to give us that type of information. All right, tell me about $1 Million Babe accounts. What's that?
Okay, so $1 Million Babe. A lot of our children, when we think about them going to college, we don't want them to graduate owing a mortgage or owing a car payment. You know what I mean? We don't want them to graduate in debt. So the $1 Million Babe is an account to set up for your children. The best time to set it up is when they're young, so that they can graduate and have $1 million set to the side, or however much money has accumulated in that account to pay off of those debts. You understand what I'm saying? So we want to make sure that at the youngest age, when it's vital, it's important to start early. So we educate our families, our parents, on how to start early saving and investing for their children, so that they don't have to graduate and have a whole huge debt lingering over their heads. I mean, it's something that I'm still going through student loans myself, and I said, you know what, my children are not doing this. I'm going to set these accounts up, and we are going to make sure that at least by the time they get ready to retire, they have tax-free $1 million in an account to do with whatever they want to with it.
And that's the goal. Because, baby, I'm in so much debt for school. It's okay. It's okay, though. Are there like 3 significant rules of money that you could give?
Yes. So when I think about rules of money, the one that comes to mind is the Rule of 72, which is also called the banker's secret. Grant Cardone talks about this a lot. So the Rule of 72 is basically, wherever you have your money, take a look at your interest rate. And that interest, the banks are not even giving us 1% interest on our money. So let's just be clear there, right? Okay. But let's just say they are, right? Okay. So how the Rule of 72 works, if you take your interest rate and divide it into the number 72, that's how many years it will take for your money to double. So if you're only getting 1% on $10,000, it's going to take 72 years for that $10,000 just to double. So what we want to make sure, what I want to make sure people know, is that there are higher yielding accounts. I've seen accounts go from 12, 15, some do as high as 30. It just depends on what the person can qualify for and what their money can qualify for. But that's essentially the first rule. The second rule is looking at how your money can grow. So there are 3 ways money can grow. It can grow fixed, it can grow variable, and it can grow index. Now when we think about fixed, that's like our savings account. And if you've ever seen the line on an EKG when someone is passing away, it goes flat, right?
Right, flat line.
Yeah, they flat line. And that's pretty much what the savings account do. They just flatline. There's, again, that 1%. You're not earning any money there, right?
Right.
And the next one is variable. Going back to the 401ks, in the market, up and down. It's inconsistent, it's unpredictable, it's unstable. So I encourage everyone to have a diversified financial portfolio, but don't put all of your money at risk where it can be lost, right? You want to have it protected. And then the next way would be index. And I like to call this like the stairway to heaven, because again, you're able to participate in the market on the up but never the down. So you're locking in your gains and your capital with an index account. And the last way is just how money gets taxed, because we get taxed now on everything. Yeah, we get taxed when we go to the gas station, buying groceries, clothes, everything. You see all of those deductions taken out of your paycheck every 2 weeks, right? So that's the tax now. We have tax later, which again are like your 401ks, mutual funds, IRAs, things like that. They want to make sure that the money that you put in, you're not getting taxed on. But when you need it the most, when you're looking to retire, that's when they're coming with those heavy levy taxes, 50, 30%, and taxes are going what? Up, right? Up, right. So we want to make sure that we save that. Well, you don't want to get taxed heavy at the end where you need it the most. If I'm planting a garden, here, tax me on these little seeds I have. Let me keep the harvest for when I need it, right? And then the last rule of money is just, tax advantage. Those would be your index accounts, your some people have 529s, but again, 529s are tricky. Those are college savings plans. But any money that you put into a 529, if it's not used for college, you're taxed 50% of it. And so think, like, if your child gets a full ride scholarship to college, what do you do with the money that you put into that account?
You still can't give it to the child for a stipend or something.
Well, you can, but you're just gonna get taxed on it. So
but they still gonna be in school, and that's what they gonna spend it on.
Yes, right.
like make it a school thing, cause them kids do need money, although they be on a full ride.
That is true. That is true. But with the 529s, those funds have to go directly to the institution, right?
Oh,
so
yeah,
that's
not gonna see that.
That's the trick. So with a tax advantage, that rule, you want to just make sure that you're putting your money where you don't have to worry about getting taxed again.
Right.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, we're just talking about money, y'all. I love it. But we're gonna switch things up just a little bit, just because we are a radio station. And I just like to ask everybody, who is your favorite artist out right now, and what's your favorite song?
Ooh, my goodness. Okay, so I don't think I have a favorite, but the first name that came to me, I believe his name is Londrell.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
No. Well, he's an artist. He has great music, but it's a high vibe music. I like music that lifts me up, that can lift my mood, lift my spirit, and help shift my mindset. Right.
Yeah.
So I love that. And one song that he has right now, it's called Vibration. I believe it's called Vibration.
I might know. I probably do know that.
Okay.
I don't know.
Pull it up.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna put it up when we get done with this. Okay. I love some music, y'all.